it's time to stack a little paper if you're ready to do that. If you're ready to stack some paper, because I'm always down for the opportunity to make a little money. Shout out to the homies at DraftKings. You know, use the promo code MOATS. First time users get that deposit bonus up to $1,000. Shout out to DraftKings. And it's not even their DraftKings day. We just gonna throw them a little love because we stacking paper today.
Yeah, for sure.
But as always, man, I got that fresh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pack of that good for you. All right. First one though. Steelers winning. Steelers -3 though. Okay. Steelers -3, essentially meaning that Steelers got to win by 4 points or more. Okay. Odds are -115. So essentially a $20 bet will win you $37. Now, if you heard me and Deke's predictions, they vary, right? Mine, I don't have them covering this score or this spread, but Deke, he does. All right. So depending on how you feel in terms of how confident you feel about the Steelers and their ability to score and defensively being able to, minimize them, that is something that you might want to look into right there. The next one I would like to talk about, though, is the one that I like, Steelers money line. Now, Steelers money line, your odds are -180, but remember, money line just means they have to win. You don't have to worry about the spread, right? Because I have it as a 1-point game, right? 21-20 Steelers. So with that being the case, money line I like a lot because I think they win, but I don't necessarily think they win by 4 or more. But if you do like the money line element of it, a $20 bet will win you $31. We like winning a little bit of money like that, if I do say so myself. Next up, though, unless you have one you want to hop in real quick, you good?
I do have one, but you go. You
I
go.
Go real quick. Okay.
Yep.
All right, because
I'm working out the fine details with it right now.
Perfect, because these next two, I'm gonna combine a little bit here. Now, me and you both have this skill scoring multiple touchdowns. Okay, you have them scoring 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I have them scoring 3 touchdowns. Now, if you think the Steelers will score over 2.5 touchdowns, which is essentially what we both kind of think here. I got them at 3, has them at 4. Steelers to score over 2.5 touchdowns, the odds are -140. So a $20 bet will win you $34. But hey, maybe you might be a little bit skeptic, right? Because we know, hey, 7, his availability in terms of how 100% he is or how close to that is in flux. We know this O-line isn't the best. We know TJ and the defense got their lumps and bruises. So you might be thinking that the Steelers won't score more than 3 touchdowns. Well, if you think that, I got odds for you as well. Steelers under 2.5 touchdowns, right? Plus 100 for those odds. $20 bet will win you $40. So if you think the Steelers won't score 3 touchdowns, right? Not saying they will score 20 points in this, ton of field goals. No. We're just simply saying total touchdowns. If you think they will score less than 3 total touchdowns, you got plus 100 on those odds right there. $20 will win you $40. I like that as well if you don't think they get 3 in there. All right, you got yours now. You ready? Oh,
yeah, this one's not Steeler related.
I like it.
Related to a topic, though, we were talking about a little bit yesterday. And this is a certain quarterback by the name of Russell Wilson. He's going off against the Vikings this week.
Is he going to cook?
Yeah. His over-under is at 282.5. So the odds for both numbers are -115. So whether you pick the over or under, they're both at -115. Yeah. I think he's going off for at least over 300 because Vikings defense, Joe Burrow first week.
Yeah.
I think we both have Russell Wilson over Joe Burrow, just even their offense as a whole, even though I know the Seahawks line probably isn't to the par that they would like it to be.
Yeah.
Seahawks with Russell Wilson, their receivers, they're running at a better pace than the Bengals right now for sure. Kyler Murray last week, he dropped 400 on the Vikings defense.
He did.
Burrow with 261 in week 1.
You did say you said Russ is better than Murray right now too.
I did say that. Yeah.
So if Murray did that, then Russ should definitely do it.
Yeah. And the Vikings, this is one of those games. This is going to be one of those games where I think even Kirk Cousins, I don't see the props up for him. It's probably going to be like 300, both sides, back and forth game, coming down to the wire, 35-34,
potentially
Captain Kirk,
even overtime. This is a Captain Kirk type of game. He going to hit you with the you like that.
I don't think he's going to close it out. Russ is going to close it out. Field goal at the end, but he's definitely going to hit the over on the 282.5. That's my pick.
Oh, yeah.
Because we couldn't find any props for the Steelers Bengals.
Yeah, and a lot of that was because of these injury questions right now, man.
I was
why
thinking
it was a lot more team related versus individual players related. Because I love some of the individual players, but as you can imagine, if you are DraftKings, yeah, you would want to know for a fact that Ben is playing or not before you set some of these props for these receivers and Najee. That's all.
I was trying to look at some stuff for tonight. It's just a weird game with Tyrod Taylor being out. It's Texans Panthers.
Because the GOAT out. When the GOAT is out, man, nobody want to make that. Nobody want to do that. No, I don't even want to watch the game tonight because the GOAT ain't playing.
You're not watching it?
I mean, I might tune in because they might pan to him on the sideline or something. You know, he's a leader. He might be in the owner's suite, man. You know, he's living out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He might switch to number 4 now that I think. Nah. We'll keep that a ball for you. All right. So I got my final one, though.
Let's hear it.
All right, I got my final one. Now, this is the one I really do enjoy the most because I do think this is the most, like, almost surefire. I feel really, really confident about this one. Steelers versus Bengals. Race to 10 points. Who scores 10 points first? Don't matter how you score. Who scores the 10 points first? Odds are minus 170, okay? So a $20 bet will win you $31. And the reason why I like that bet is because typically when the Steelers are playing the Bengals, we do get out. Typically, we do play well. Typically, 7 has their number. And if Deke, if your belief in 7 is what it's supposed to be, and 7 is ready to go, and he is 100% like you say he is, this should be zero problem, baby. And I like it a lot because of that. So Steelers race to 10. If they get the 10 points before the Bengals do, don't matter when it happens.
I like that one.
As long as they get the 10 points first, I think they should be able to get the 10 points first. $20 bet wins you 31. Now remember this. You don't always have to bet 20. I throw out 20 because it's a whole number and it's easy for people to grasp and it's not too, high or too low of a number. But remember, you can bet as low or as much as you would like. But if you're a first-time signer-upper, you like I use that first time signer-upper with DraftKings, make sure you use the promo code MOATS. That's all, baby. All righty though. But
I have one more I'm keeping my eye on.
Uh-oh.
They don't have the numbers up yet.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just thinking the game flow of this one, it's Chargers Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have Justin Herbert's over-under. I could see it going one of two ways. Either it's a shootout on both sides, because I don't think the Chiefs' defense is really that amazing.
Yeah.
Herbert's already put up some good numbers, 337 and 338 against the 2 teams he's played.
Yeah.
Washington, a good defense.
Facts.
Cowboys secretly somehow is like a halfway decent defense this year. They're actually not bad.
I don't know how that's happening.
They did a pretty good job against the Bucks. Some of those turnovers were fluky, but then, they did good against Herbert last week. He still threw for 337 and 338. So now he's going up against the Chiefs. I could see it being a back and forth game where both Mahomes and Herbert are putting up some big numbers, or I could see the Chiefs getting up early and then Herbert's just throwing a bunch of garbage time. But so I'm going to be interested in that. Yeah. If it's around like 300, 310, I would take the over on that because he's already done it against 2 pretty good defenses.
True, very true. Good call by you too on that. One with the game flow and then just how the Chiefs defense is. I think Herbert could hit the over for sure.